YouTube, Simply Betty here with another unboxing, another one, like I need more. This is a package from a company called Aquatic Arts, who I've never ordered from before. It's a selection of fish and shrimp and snails and plants. It's for a project tank that I'm doing that I haven't shared yet, but I will once it gets cool, once I get it looking the way I want to, I'll share it, and I'm so excited to do that. So let's open it. All right, here goes nothing. Man, this is a pretty big haul, guys. It's a lot of stuff. This time, instead of waiting for UPS to deliver it to me at my house, which can take all day long, I had it delivered to the UPS facility and I picked it up. That way I don't have to wait until like 6 p.m. when I could get it at noon. Here we go. Extremely important. Read enclosed letter. Enclosed letter, acclimation guide. Alright, I'll follow their instructions. Cool. Don't choke, Riley. I'll follow their instructions. Okay, first things first. These here are my hang on, they're very small. I'm having trouble telling what they are. I believe there are my rainbow fish. Let's see, can I get them on camera is the question. They're pretty small. These are my Gertrude spotted blue eye rainbow fish. The long fin variety. They all look healthy, they all look good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Right on. Put those guys in the bucket. Next, here's another bag, probably full of fish. Okay, get the messy insulation off. This is the recycled insulation, I guess. These are my celestial pearl danios. I have 12 of them. I'm gonna double check the number later. But 12 of these little guys in here, you totally can't see them, but they're all healthy and alive and fairly small, but that is okay. I'm gonna fatten them up. Okay, they all look pretty good. So I had a school of about 10 celestial pearl danios, and I accidentally killed all of them. They just died after a water change. I don't know what happened. I was heartbroken. But these are my replacements. Okay, messy bag. These should be my emerald dwarf rasboras. Right here. They're pretty small too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll count later. But they're very small juveniles. My emerald dwarf rasboras. I've never had these guys before, but they're pretty healthy. They all look good and alive. Okay, what is next? This should be my Anubias Nana Petite Golden. It's a lighter variety of Anubias Nana Petite I'm curious about, so I bought one. We're gonna see how it goes. It's very cool. Looks healthy. Okay, what's next? What's next is a bag that I can't see into yet. There's a paper towel around it, so I'm going to cut open the paper towel. Cut open the bag so I can remove the paper towel. So I can see what these guys are. These are some of my snails. It looks like they're my Japanese trapdoor snails. I think. They're awfully small. I did buy juvenile. I bought little baby Japanese trapdoor snails. And I'm pretty sure these are it. But they're so small I can't really tell through the bag. I ordered 10. It looks like there might be more than 10 in there. Cool. Little babies. What's next? Let's do... Oh, cool! Haha! I got some moss balls, Marimo moss balls. There should be 10 of them in here, just little ones for my bedded jars. I've never had Marimos. This will be cool. My little pet algae balls. Okay, next is some Subwassertang attached to a metal piece. This is cool. I've wanted Subwassertang for a while now because I think it looks really nice. And it looks healthy. What's next? This. It's a Tupperware container full of paper towels. It's probably my snails. I got a lot of snails. Specifically, nearite snails. I got some zebras and some tiger nearites because I'm having an algae issue in the tank that I'm currently working on that I haven't shared yet. That's really awesome. Yeah, all right. I have a mixture of zebra thorn nearites, I think they're called tiger nearites, and regular zebra nearites, which they're probably all in here. I'm just going to leave them in this container for me to open when I'm closer to drip acclimating them. Cool. Now, what could this be? These are my shrimp. Got some shrimp food to get me going. Ooh. 10 Amano shrimp. They look alive to me. They're hard to see in the bag. They're fairly small, but that is okay. 10 little algae-eating Amano shrimp. Yeah, it looks like they all made it. I'll have to take a closer look later. These are my crystal reds. Crystal red shrimp, some little guys floating around in there. Not floating, sorry, they're alive. It doesn't look like I see any floaters. Very nice. I'm pretty sure I got 10 of these as well. I wasn't going to get shrimp, but because I was already getting the fish and the snails and the shrimp were there, and I just thought they'd be fun because I don't really have any cool shrimp. Here we go. I ordered some Bloody Mary cherry red shrimp. I guess they're not cherry reds, they're Bloody Marys. Very cool. I don't see any I don't think I see any dead ones. They're very red and very nice. I see some duckweed in there. I will destroy it. And be very careful about not getting duckweed into my tanks, because it's impossible to get out. I'm checking to see if there's anything else. I'm pretty sure that's it. Kind of dig around in the insulation a little bit. Wouldn't it be horrible if you forgot something? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all I ordered. Oh wait, no. I was supposed to get a type of moss. Okay, I think I'm missing some moss. I will contact Aquatic Arts about it. Let me just make sure it's not in any of my bags. Let me just double check to see if this is 2. This might be, is it in here? Okay, I'm opening this to make sure it's not like my moss is sandwiched against the Subwassertang. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm glad I looked. Okay. I have a really cool ferny looking moss, Fissidens nobilis. Fissidens nobilis. I'm glad I looked in there. It's sandwiched against my Subwassertang. That's everything. I'm going to go acclimate it now very carefully, and I am so happy. It's like Christmas and my birthday. Look at this cool little plant. This was an impulse buy today. It's a maidenhead fern. If a fern can be cute, then this fern is very, very cute, and I had to buy it. It's very pretty. Sorry, my dear lovely platy tank. I'm going to disassemble you. It's hard to see because of the reflections, but this is my plant holding, just like spare plants tank, which I put my light on at night. I'm going to consolidate this tank and this tank down here. I'm setting up so all the higher light plants are going to be in one tank with the nice light, and then my lower light or easier going plants will be in another tank with another light, kind of a crummier light that I have. I have to catch my adult platies and put them into my community tank. The ones that are big enough to be safe from the goldfish. I'm not going to film this, but I'll show a before and after. Here's the tank before, filled with water and a bunch of plants I've been neglecting. Hey, I did it without ruining everything. Got all the water siphoned out, managed to get it onto the ground. Now I'll take all the plants out and sort them. Hi, Bubbles. Took out a bunch of this great stuff that I can't remember the name. Here's a whole bunch of really nice Bacopa colorata. I started with a few sprigs of Ludwigia Red Mini, and it sure has grown fast. I forget what this is called, but it's not looking so hot. This has really spruced up since I got it. This stuff's cool and bushy. I actually decided to put it on my second shelf, just because I can. Now I'm going to put some plants into it. This is going to be my lower light tank because the light I'm putting on it for my vacation is not as good. So I'm going to pull the lower light plants out of this tank and put them in here. And I'm gonna kind of take a moment to arrange it all nicely, and then I'll be right back. I got the plants in, I arranged them very orderly. Now I'll fill it up. Okay, platies, I'm sorry, but you guys have to come out of your little designated platy tank / swordtail tank. Did not take into account the difficulty of catching platies. Got you. You want to be caught. You want to be caught. The swordtail wants to be caught. I finally got all those adults out. Cue the old-timey slapstick music. I'm getting ready now to put new plants in, or not new plants, but to put all of my other plants in. I'm just going to try to shove them in this tank. This is my high-tech drip acclimation system. Slowly dripping down to the celestial pearl danios, and now I have all the fish drip acclimating over there. I just finished emptying most of the water out of this tank. I cleaned it up really nicely. While the fish are acclimating, I'm going to put in a bunch of my higher light stem plants. It's very messy here. There's hardly any room for me to stand. Those are the cons of having a tiny fish room. Actually, I am going to take the snails out of the bags first and start drip acclimating them. These are the juvenile Japanese trapdoor snails, which I thought were pretty cool looking now that I love snails so much. I needed to have a variety. This should be all of the nearite snails. I'm just going to open this and drip right into this container without removing anything. So I'm going to be doing this off to the side to get that out of my walking area. I just added more substrate because mine was pretty shallow for stem plants. Black National Geographic substrate, I liked it because it was really clean. I just picked that up from Petco last time, or months and months ago, and I used up the last of my bag. I mixed it with fluorite, which was in there. Here are my nearite snails. After acclimating them, I have 10 tigers, I have 10 zebra, and then 10 of the thorny ones. And they're all going into my project tank, at least for the moment. This will be the last time we see them for a while. Bye, snails. So I was planning on filming myself putting in all of my new plants and then the animals, but I had a very grumpy toddler who was not going to let me do any of that. No way. I ended up doing everything in like 3-minute bursts, just whenever I could throughout the day. So I wasn't really able to film anything, but I will show you what they look like right now. Here's my new planted tank. I rescaped it, so to speak, to get my more demanding plants in here who will enjoy the highlight while I'm gone. Looks pretty good. At least I think so. It's only been a few hours and they're already starting to color up. There's one of my Japanese trapdoor snails. And here's my new setup for the other tank. It's a worse light, but I think these plants will be fine in here. I have my red crypts back there, my cryptowenti. I have some of that stuff right there. My anacharis, java fern, my crypt parva, my Anubias nana, and also the hydrocodal SP Japan. Check out these. Woo! I just spilled a bunch of water like an idiot. Okay, these are my new Marimo moss balls. I've never had the little Marimo moss balls before, but I thought it would be pretty neat. Aquatic Arts had these for, I think they were like $1 a piece. I just decided I had to have one. Oh my god, that's duckweed. Do you see that? See that speck? Duckweed. I don't want any duckweed in my tanks. I'm clean, let's keep it that way. Here's my Anubias Nana Petite Golden, which is supposed to be a lighter color than regular Anubias Nana Petite. Never had the golden variety before, so this will be neat. I took it out of its rock wool. Here it is unpotted. It doesn't really look that much different than my other Anubias, but we'll give it time. Maybe it really will be brighter green. I've added my subwasser tank to one of the tanks. It's not that much, but what I'm planning to do is I'm letting it grow out a little bit and it will be in my bed of jars. That's what Inglorious Bettas does, and I think it looks really cool, and I'm a copycat. I'd never even heard of Subwasser Tang before her videos. I'm probably also going to split up my Anubiases. I don't know if I have enough. Does anyone else have any recommendations for plants for bed of jars? I was planning on splitting up some Anubias Nana and Nana Petite, but it's growing so slow. It's been months since I've had the Anubias in my community tanks, and I feel like it's hardly grown at all. So if anybody has recommendations for plants that could go into very warm bed of jars, please let me know in the comments down below. And there it is, guys, another big unboxing. Glad that's over with. Everybody's happy, everybody's safe. I think I lost one Celestial Pearl Danio, which was pretty weak looking, and then I lost one single shrimp, one single Bloody Mary red shrimp. I didn't show acclimating the shrimp and putting them into their environments, and same with putting the new Nerite snails into their tank, because that's my secret project tank. Remember, stay tuned if you want to see that thing. It's gonna be awesome if I can get it looking nice. I just keep having problems and problems and problems. More tanks, more problems. Just since filming earlier, I picked up this adorable little corkscrew grass looking thing because I needed something to go with the adorable fern that I bought earlier. Now this is my fish room curly grass. It goes great with my fish room fern. Thanks for watching that huge unboxing. I hope you guys liked seeing me prepare for the unboxing too. That was the stressful part. I didn't get it done on time, so I was trying to plant things after I'd gotten the fish, and it's just having a toddler will just mess up your schedule all the time. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.